Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be starting a new no limit run. We're going to be hopefully creating a road train and doing this on the fly. We're just going to take the Dada. Everything else is on normal, no settings changed. Let's get into it. How are you all doing today? You doing good? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It's a little bit chilly here, but nothing we can't handle. Okay, we haven't been back here for a while. We'll give things time to spawn in, like so. So I'm not 100% sure what the plan here is. We are just going to grab all these bits. Oh, that is the front. Yeah, almost empty. Fill her up. Now someone suggested I leave the spawn on foot with nothing else. I'm going to leave in a vehicle. And we're gonna just see what happens. Thought about starting with the IFA because of its towing power and capacity, but I thought that might make it a bit too easy. So we're just gonna start with the Dada, the base car, and we're gonna see what we can do. Diesel, petrol, diesel, diesel. Alright, if I started with the diesel car, I'm gonna grab the backpack. Don't really use the torch, but we're gonna take it. We're not going to take any food, any drink. We're going to make it pure survival. We'll see what else is out the back. Another bumper. I'm also going to be not using the wiki. So I'm going to be relying on my memory and YouTube comments only for the build process for all of the vehicles. Now sometimes there is some parts hidden under here. Doesn't appear to be the case today. Maybe if we crouch down, we can see the little... Nope. I'm not... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I'm not seeing any more parts. Okay, let's see what else we can find. I know we've got petrol here. We're just going to fill the tank from here. And that's it. We're not going to take any with us. Okay. We don't need a rocket launcher. Zombies are on, but we will just fisticuff them. I'm not seeing anything. Feel free to let me know if I've missed anything. Alright. I don't believe there was anything else further out here. So we're going to go. Here we go. Alright, let's see how the little Dada performs. We got no doors, one headlight, one indicator. So we still need loads for this car. That's okay. That's this whole trip. And I'm also going to be aiming for 2,000 kilometers. because I believe that is one of the Steam achievements. We're going to stop as much as possible. Especially to duplicate things. Where possible. Perfect. Okay. Let's go. Geez, this car is bad, isn't it? So Steam Next Fest is coming up. You guys got your eyes on any demos or games coming up that you want to see? Let me know in the comments. Also, just a reminder, I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this month. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Alright, we have a van. We're going to be towing the van with the Dada. Okay, perfect. Any vehicle that I have parts for that I know of, we'll be having them attached. And anything that I don't know, will be going into storage. And storage for now is the van. The van was the last vehicle I completed in the previous run, so that one's pretty fresh in my head. So fingers crossed I don't mess that one up. That's IFA tail light. I believe that's the radiator for the Bonfiac. That is also for the van. The van does not have an engine or a radiator. That is fine with me. Okay. That is the van's radiator though. That is also a window for the van. Can that one go both sides? Yes, it can. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, hopefully. Okay, this is the driver's side floor mat. That is an indicator, which I believe are also universal. Perfect. This vehicle should already have this. It does. Okay. Let's see how we go pulling this van. I need to disengage the handbrake. There we go. I haven't got it turned on that weight affects the vehicle, but I think that's only weight on the vehicle, not if you're towing. I believe towing still affects the vehicles. Alright, well, we have our first car. Well, we have our first two. Ideally, I will be looking for an IFA to tow this, but to make it more of a challenge, I thought I would not start with the IFA and start with one of the smallest, least powerful vehicles in the game. We can always hopefully put a turbo on it, which should help. Yes, I'm preempting finding a turbo. That is Poyopa bonnet. That is Vandor. Roof rack would be lovely. Watch me find one now. Poyopa. The Poyopa is definitely going to be one of the vehicles that I do not drive unless I absolutely have to. Okay. IFA mirror. Going to be lots of running backwards and forwards. My guy's definitely going to get his cardio in. That could be Poyopa, not 100% sure. Nope, it's Dada. Battery, 50 amp with the wire. Don't believe it's for this vehicle. I think this one needs a 70 amp. Okay. Well, that was a waste. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else here. So yeah, the goal is 2,000 kilometers and every vehicle complete. What I do with the completed vehicles once they are done, I don't know. Do I continue to tow them or do we just drop them off? Let me know. Okay, the little Dada is going to struggle. But that's okay. The hills aren't usually too bad at the beginning. We do have a... No, we have both headlights, yes. Okay. See how nice the game wants to be to us today. I'm not sure how long this first episode will be. I guess it depends on how far we get, how many vehicles we get. But yeah, a roof rack would be nice to put on the van. More storage. This is our first proper stop coming up. Looks like it. Okay, it's the Skeezy Motel. I don't have a trampoline yet, so we can't... Well, we can check the roof. I just prefer not to use the seat method. Personal preference, really. 8.4 litres of petrol. And a sneeze. Okay. Didn't want to take too much from the starter house, which I pretty much didn't take anything. Which I believe is what someone put in the comments. To, yeah, leave basically empty-handed, which is what I tried to do, but I chose to take a vehicle. change our tank top. That is C18 wheel. I suspect we're going to get a nice collection of wheels and parts before we get some more vehicles. It's nice to come across the US so quickly, considering how long it took in the previous run to even find the chassis. Did have lots of parts by the time I found the chassis though, which was good. Okay, let's keep going, keep looking. Okay, more parts for the van. Glad I've got the night vision goggles already. Is that a van tail light, or is that an interior light for the van? Not a tail light. Come on, come here. Okay, one of the dome lights. The van takes 3 different ones. It's nice to have one already. Not seeing any other parts. Can't pass up a bigger backpack, even though it's not the biggest one yet. We'll get there. Yep. Alright, let's go. So how are we looking on the van? 34 of 81, 42 of 59. Oh, just as the sun comes up, I put my headlights on. Just want to also give a new shout out, or another shout out to all the new subscribers again. It's fantastic. I appreciate you and your comments. Okay, which way are you facing? Oh, come on. There we go. Oof, game is not liking something. There we go. Perfect. No? Must not be close enough. There we go. Yes, you don't need to keep getting in and out of your car to attach to new cars. You can do it all from the front. Okay, here's a headlight. And in the back of the Dada we have the rear bumper. That is the license plate for the trailer. We are not worrying about the trailer. Something in this area that the game doesn't like. We have, is that yellow or is that green? side marker. And we'll have something to eat. We will grab this tire and a Dada tire. Okay. Don't even know if the Dada is going to be able to pull both of these. I suspect we're going to need to get at least a V8 engine into the Dada as soon as possible. Thought I turned off the handbrake. And there we go. Perfect. The Dada is going to struggle. I might not be able to grab any more vehicles. This next stop has got a V8 engine for us. Or at least a bigger engine than what we've got. GTR engine wouldn't be too bad. Certainly wouldn't pass that up. We got another Dada though. So I don't like the chances of there being a bigger engine here. I have front and rear bumpers. I do need that. Okay, I have bonnet and boot. I need doors. Don't need seats, don't need dash. Do need you. Those are side dependent. Okay. I believe this will also go in another vehicle, like the Toyota or something. So we will make sure we take that. And take a spare wheel. Because not every vehicle we come across is going to have any wheels. Okay. Yoink. Any part I don't have to duplicate means I've got the toilet to use for another one. That's the same one I've already got. And that's got both headlights, which I already have. Alright. Don't need that pedal. Okay. This is for the C18. There's a rock. This is for the van. Doing alright for the van parts. And what, this is going to be IFA wheel number 2. And they are complete wheels, rims and tyres. So that's good. Get in there. Alright. Give ourselves a shower. IFA floor mat. Yes, we are using the bathroom while running around. Our guy has no bad feelings about doing that. Alright, I think we are good to go. Wouldn't mind finding a bigger backpack. Last spin. It's been a while since I've won anything. I'm not expecting this one to be any different. Alright, I know I've got a 20 litre. No, it's not even full. Yeah, it's alright. The little Dada shouldn't use much fuel, even pulling these two. It's just going to be a bit of a slow trek for now. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of the start? Did I do something right at least? And also, yeah, Steam Next Fest. What do you want to see? I want to see some Dada doors. We're not doing too bad. Towing 2 vehicles, we're almost doing 60. I think we're just doing about 50 kilometers an hour. Ooh, there is a bit of a hill coming up though. Bigger one than what we've had to tackle already. Be nice if we can find a turbo before then. Looks like there might be a stop coming up on the left. Or not. Hopefully there's not a stop just over this little ridge at the bottom of the hill, because we might be just blowing by it. Nope, no stop, so we're just gonna get as much speed as we can. Hopefully that door on the Bonfiac is going to make it a little bit more aerodynamic. Yeah, I'm not stopping there. You need to try and keep as much momentum as possible. Your foot better be flat, buddy. Oh, we're not doing too bad. Maybe we could have stopped. I'd rather not risk it though, and have to backtrack and... yeah. There was no vehicle there anyway, so it makes no difference. Alright. We will stop here, even though there's no vehicle. We need parts. And pants. That is Dada, already have it. That is a part that we will need quite a number of. But I know there's not one in here yet. Bam. I need to go out the back. Behind the fence. This is where the rocket launcher would come in handy. blow it apart. If only you could stack items. It's okay. A couple of trips. We'll be fine. I think this might be the other back van door that we need. It certainly is. Now, I think there was one more. Oh, there's two more parts. Oh, there's a goat and a license plate. And that's Dada headlight. We don't need that. But I will come back and get it because I know we need that for, whatchamacallit, the light bar for the Toyota. Uses two of those lights. So we will take it. Having one is better than none. Now that I've got glass, we're going to start loading up the boot. Okay. Check for a bigger backpack. We don't need any food. No drinks here, so we're going to go. Because we ain't going to drink that mixture. Okay. Wonder why the boot isn't as rusty as the rest of the car. Okay, there is a radio tower out to the right. They're usually pretty good for parts. But I don't know if I want to take this whole train out there. Yeah, why not? What's the worst? Should be quicker than running back and forth at least. As long as nothing disconnects. Oh, we've got a bar stop coming too. Alright, let's see what we got. Turbo? Nope. C18 part. That did not go over. That did. Okay, let's turn this on. That's van. Accelerator pedal. Come on. Let's take that one out of the way. I reckon that went in the right spot. Yep. Perfect. That's Dada. This is Bonfiac. There's still going to be lots of running back and forth, but that's alright. That's a Musco tyre. I'm not going to carry just tyres. That is Toyota. Need a roof rack. I didn't realise there was a door this side already. I want to fit it. I just want it in. Perfect. Smaller parts can go in the boot of the Dada. This is Dada. Is it the one I need? No, it is not. That can get launched into outer space. We don't need two of them. We are now going to take some petrol with us. See if we can jam this in the boot. Should be able to. It's a completely legitimate thing to do. There we go. That is Dada. And there's nothing else. Yes, there is. Got IFA tail light. I've seen something else too. Shifter for the Muscoot. Okay, unfortunately, no turbo. There is generally some at the bar stop. Oh, this is going to be a hike. Come on, little car, you can do it. There we go. Nice and easy. I'm thinking also maybe if we find a V8, the 6 litre, we'll switch to using the Bonfiac as the tow vehicle. That way I can keep the original parts in the Dada and also have the extra power from the Bonfiac. Okay, no vehicle, but that's alright. Still usually a bunch of parts, usually. And of course, no turbos. They're probably on the roof. Toyota tail light. Van mirror. If I get any of these parts wrong, let me know. Another Toyota tail light. I think that is another bonnet for the Toyota. Think. Would be wrong. That is Bonfiac seat. Rear seat. Okay, nothing spawned underground. Nothing in the trash. Have a drink. We will, well, take this. It's IFA bumper. No backpack. That's unusual. It's probably on the roof. Okay. That's not where it was meant to go. Okay, there's going to be a lot of parts up here. That one. Turbo. Is that Toyota or Van or IFA? Not IFA. Dada. We need more than one set of those. Okay. Were there any other steering wheels down here that looked interesting? No. Okay. That is a lot of parts to try and squeeze in. There we go. We have a turbo Dada. Okay. Well, that needs to go back in here. That, I believe, is not for you. I think that's for the C18. Again, don't quote me. You are for the van. You are also for the C18. You are for the van. Or for C18. Don't like my chances of getting this in. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. There you go. Couple of bumpers. You're not going to play nice in there, are you? Okay. Are you Dada? You look Dada. It's just a spare pedal at the moment. The Dada also needs these in the boot. I believe it gets 2 of them. Another license plate. And a steering wheel. God, I hope I remember where I put all of this. Alright. Let's grab some food. Alright. I should probably close doors, but oh well. Oh yeah. Listen to that turbo 4. Doesn't help our top speed, but it should help us pull up hills. With a bit of luck. Oh, I need to put one of those license plates on the back of the Dada. Because the Dada is the GOAT. This guy's pretty magical. You can close the van door from inside the Dada. How are we going on fuel? Not great, but not too bad. Alright, let's see what we got over here. That's a Dada door. Just as rusty as the rest of my car. Blends in well. That is IFA steering wheel, I believe. Don't believe it's for this. No, it's not. I already know. Okay, plunk that in there. Excuse me. Door card for the van. Passenger side. Which I don't have a door yet. So you are going to live not there. Have I bypassed any outhouses? I hope not. Can you go in, please? That's in. We'll count that as in. And you are C18. I already have. Backpack, backpack, backpack. Moscow wheel. I think that's locked into place. Drink of Pepsi and then we'll head out. We're under 10 kilometers in. We have 3 vehicles. They're in pristine condition. As you can see. Okay, so the Dada is not really missing that many parts. Got to put that rear license plate on. Need the grille, indicator, doors. I think that's the van. That's 50 out of 81. So that's still got a fair way to go. But yeah, if you've made it this far and you find yourself coming back and watching these ones, if you're not already subscribed, feel free to hit that button. Hit the like button if you like what you're watching, and leave me a comment what you would like to see. Besides from a slow Dada. And no stop in sight. Oh, I can see a billboard. Yeah, there is another Steam achievement that I probably should have tried at the beginning, which was the... can't remember the name of it. You run your vehicle on drunk urine. So maybe that'll be a separate run after this, or I'll just do it off camera. Tried to pee in a petrol tank and it didn't work. The Dada headlights aren't great, but they are on. I wonder if the van motor would be any more powerful. Certainly looks bigger. Runs on petrol as well. See another car coming up here at this stop. I'm actually hoping it's not a new car, but it is. That's alright. We will either make do. Oh, that's right. What take you? Yeah, it's a 4.5 litre compared to a 3 litre. So you would certainly think, especially turboed, it will be a bit more powerful. Perfect. And if we put this in here, we will know where everything is. Because I'm sure not to forget. You look like the wrong backpack. Okay. We are most likely due for a bit of a top up. And because we're on a lean, it's leaking out. More's going in. Oh. Well, I think we topped up some. Alright. We're going to need this for the Toyota. Already got night vision goggles. Already have that radiator, I believe. No, that's for this one. Ooh, that's the one we want. Actually, no, we'll try the van motor first. You are C18. Alright, what do we have this side? There's a method to my madness. Don't stress. Okay, I don't know if we need... I'm going to put this one straight on the Dada. There won't be any more achievements to get for the vehicles because, well, I've already done them. Actually, we're going to need some engine oil. 6 litres. Can't make up my mind. It's a new run with not really a goal in mind except to do all vehicles, so I'm not exactly sure what to do. First, next, last. Okay. You there. Gonna need a wheel. Oh, there's the shifter. And floor mat. So that's handy. Some glasses. I'm not seeing anything else here worth hanging around for. Alright. We just need to get this over there. We are superhuman strong. Okay, now it's facing the wrong way. Just need to turn it around. Alright, let's move the Dada up. Gonna leave it running. Van takes a bigger battery. Forgot about that. Okay. Come on, turn around. You're not going to turn around, are you? Can't tell me you've never been car surfing. Okay. Alright, now we move this up. This is the part I was not looking forward to, connecting the vehicles. No. Okay, now we need to put a tyre on. We need more than one. Hopefully that should do it. I did say there was a method to my madness. Oh, helps if I actually attach it. And now I've got to turn off parking brake. And we should be good. Well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Besides from the gearing, apologies for the noise, this engine should be a bit better to tow with once he figures out what gear he needs to be in. Okay, so the Dada is sort of successfully towing 3 vehicles. I say sort of because it's got the wrong engine. And it's all towing pretty straight, thanks to not having front wheels on and only having the rear and handbrakes being off. Vehicles should tow pretty nice. Don't know if we could get another one without upgrading the motor. Well, at least we have a external turbo. It'll keep it cooler because we got no intercoolers. Okay. Probably shouldn't have turned it off because we need a bigger battery. Okay. Pull over light. No, all these parts are a shambles. That's okay. The next time we find a vehicle, we will just go through each one and pick all the parts out that we need. I'm hoping we find a C18 next. We can always use the twin charged inline 6 from the GTR to tow. I think I've already got one of those. This is for the Mustang. The Muscoat. It's a DVD player. We don't care about that. I don't. It's a beer. It's just a tyre. It's another interior light. May as well fit parts when possible. What do you got for me? Nothing. An empty present. That's not very nice. Okay. Nothing else. Moving on. Yeah, it's C18 door. Yeah, it's just a little bit harder to start. Could be worse. Right. Hopefully going downhill, he'll figure himself out. There we go. Do I bother with the water towers? I'm going to skip this one, but let me know in the comments, should I skip them? There generally isn't much out there. It's just a long trek. With the UAS. With the IFA bumper poking out the door. Makes perfect sense. $49 of 81. 50 of 59. Okay, it looks like we've got the new motel stop. Yes. Okay, we're going to pull up to the front gate, but we're not going to go in. Okay, I did see a Poyopa, which is both good and bad. We do have a skyline, so we're going to rob everything we can from that. Probably should grab doors last. That way I can fit interior stuff. Okay, passenger seat. We already have a shifter. So you're just going to go in the boot so I don't constantly pick you up. You have 4 parts. There's 1. There's 2. And the 2 visors. Do I have those? I would assume so. Yep. And I have that. Yep. Right, what else do we have on the ground? We have another floor mat. I don't know if this is the right one that I need. It certainly is. Another interior light. Be good if you could put some of these smaller parts in the backpack. That's 2 parts that I threw out. That's not though. Okay. You got any pedals in you? No. We can have some Neo glasses. Oh, there's the back seat. Already have it. Okay. Never mind me. This is Bonfiac, door that we don't have. We don't have any doors for it yet. Okay. IFA mirror. I know I've already got another one, but I don't know where it is. And they're different for each side. I think I already have a steering wheel like this one. But what's my motto? Better to have a spare. I think that's C18. Somehow we've got to get that Poyopa onto the train. That's one of its doors. And that is the same one of its doors. We will not be adding a trailer. There is no need. Perfect. Spare van windscreen. Left-hand drive. That can be duplicated. Okay, I've seen lots more parts out the back here. We'll do our usual and give my buddy here his med pack. There's the proper battery for the van. But we're going to put that into the Dada. And the Dada battery into the van. Just so we have those extra cold cranking amps. Still no trampoline. That's okay. Don't need that. Is that Poyopa or Dada? Dada. Now I've seen something else big. Yes, that's what she said. Over there. This is for the van. If you do a crouch jump, like jump then crouch, you can easily jump over things that you normally couldn't. Okay, I'm going to need that. Like I said, there's going to be lots and lots of running back and forth, but should be worth it. I hope it is for you guys. Oh. And I think I've got another one. On Fiat. This should be the rear license plate. That Poyop is going to be a huge hassle to get out. I might need to disconnect everything and just grab the Dada in. Unless it's going to play nice. That already has a mirror on it. But this is the other side. Mm-hmm. I already have one of those. If I don't, let me know. I don't see anything else except for this battery that I don't have. I don't think I've got a battery like this one. I think this might be C18. Could be, no. 26 out of 54. 27. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, come on. You can play nicely. We got fists of steel. Perfect. Just as I planned it. Alright, besides from checking on the roof, I think we are good here. We're gonna pull forward. That definitely sounds easier to start. Okay, let's get you connected. You're not going to play nice, are you? I don't think the devs had this in mind when they made the game anyway. People punching launching vehicles to line them up. Okay, if I can just get it. Yep, now maybe it'll spin. Or not. What if we put this on here? Perfect. Because then just the back end should spin. Alright. Thought I had another one of those wheels. I might, I just can't see it. I'm gonna need new tires anyway, but whoops. Okay. Let's get it connected to the train. Gotcha. Perfect. Absolutely no reason to be doing that, but I wanted to. Alright, we're going to leave this episode here. I think that's a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 11 in total. So that's not a bad start. And the little Dada is doing all the hard work. But yeah, as I've said, if you've made it this far, feel free to hit that like button. Also subscribe if you're not. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.